Welcome to Elderly Life World, a place where we slow down, just a little, to explore how to live longer, live healthier, and live with meaning during some of the most beautiful years of life. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered, is there a difference between simply getting old and truly living a life worth growing old for? The answer is actually quite simple. It lies in the small things, the quiet daily habits you can start right now, right where you are, like taking a slow morning walk or getting a deep, peaceful sleep at night, like remembering to take your medicine on time, or preparing a warm, simple meal just for yourself. These little moments may seem ordinary, but they're powerful signs that your body, your mind, and your spirit are still working in harmony. Still strong, still worthy, still deeply deserving of care and appreciation. In today's video, Elderly Life World is here to share with you 10 golden signs of healthy, empowered aging. The kind of signs you won't find in a lab test, but in the way you live, the way you think, and the way you continue to love and care for yourself. So if you're in your 60s or 70s, or if you have aging parents or loved ones, take just a few minutes to listen in. Because maybe, just maybe, one of these signs could spark something in you. A shift, a reflection, a new beginning for a brighter, more fulfilling chapter of life. Sign 1. Deep sleep. A quiet source of healing each night. On the journey to living a long and healthy life, there's one quiet but deeply important sign of well-being, and that's a good night's sleep. When we were younger, sleep came easily. Our bodies were strong, our minds were lighter. We simply laid down and drifted off. But as we grow older, sleep becomes more precious, and sometimes more fragile. Many people after 60 start to experience restless nights, waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, or rising in the morning still feeling tired, like they never truly rested. And poor sleep doesn't just affect your mood. It can weaken your immune system, affect your memory, raise your blood pressure, and slow down your body's natural healing process. But if you're still able to fall into a deep, restful sleep, with no tossing, no nightmares, no interruptions, that's one of the most beautiful signs that your body is still working in harmony, and that your mind is at peace. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's restoration. It's the time when your cells repair, when your brain gently sorts through memories, when your worries quietly wash away, and your heart finally gets to rest. So how can we protect and nourish our sleep? Wind down gently before bed. Listen to calming music, read a few pages of a book, or just sit quietly and breathe. Avoid screens and heavy meals late at night. The blue light and full stomach can make it harder for sleep to come. Keep your bedroom quiet, cool, and cozy. A soft blanket, warm lighting, or a little bit of lavender oil can work wonders. And most importantly, don't carry your worries into bed. Let your thoughts settle, like the sun setting quietly below the horizon. No goodbye needed. You deserve a peaceful sleep, a gift for everything you've been through in life. And when tomorrow comes, may you wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and ready to live fully once again. Sign 2. Walking every day. The quiet secret to a long life. You know, the magic of walking isn't just about better circulation, a stronger heart, or more flexible joints. The real magic is in how you reconnect with yourself, one step at a time. You don't need a park or a long trail. Sometimes a walk around the house, the garden, or just a few laps in your front yard is enough. That's when you start to hear your own breath. You notice the sound of your footsteps. You begin to feel life gently moving through every cell in your body. In those quiet steps, you might notice a flower blooming. You might hear a morning bird, or feel a soft breeze brush against your hand. Walking isn't just movement. It's a form of meditation. It's a gentle way of coming home to the present moment. And have you noticed? Older adults who keep walking every day often have this quiet glow in their eyes, a kind of steady energy, not like youth, but something deeper. It's the strength of someone who's lived but still chooses to live fully. I once spoke with an elderly woman who told me, "As long as I can walk, I'm still me. I'm not afraid of aging. I'm only afraid of lying down and becoming dependent." And she walked every single day. Slowly, yes, but she never stopped. Here are a few simple ways to begin again, starting today. If you haven't walked much lately, begin with just 500 steps and build up slowly. Walk indoors, from one room to another, a few loops at a time. Try pairing your walk with soft music or repeat quiet words of gratitude as you move. It calms the mind. Most importantly, don't treat walking like exercise. Think of it as a daily gift you give your body, because truly, every step you take is a quiet message to yourself. I am still alive. I still choose to love myself in the simplest way, by moving forward. So if you can still walk today, even slowly, even just a little, please walk, because you are worth a strong body and a steady spirit, one step at a time. Sign 3. A good memory and a clear mind, the priceless treasure of aging. Have you ever noticed? As we grow older, what scares people the most isn't wrinkles or gray hair. It's when the memories start to blur, like morning mist. It's that moment you stare into the mirror and suddenly forget why you walked into the room. But if you still remember your granddaughter's name, if you still recall what you had for dinner last night, if you still remember the doctor's instructions, or a favorite verse from a prayer or poem, then you, my friend, are still holding one of the most precious treasures in this life, your memory. In a world where technology and artificial intelligence can do almost everything, there's one thing no machine can ever replicate: the memories you've truly lived. The first time you held your baby in your arms. The sound of your grandchild calling grandma from the kitchen. The old song that plays and suddenly brings tears to your eyes. Memory is more than function. It's the map of the heart. It's the golden thread that ties you to generations before and after you. Every time you share an old story, every time you pass on a life lesson, you're keeping a part of history alive. So how do we keep the mind sharp? You don't need to do anything grand. Just read a few pages each day. A book, a letter, a newspaper clipping. Keep your brain awake. Talk more. To your grandkids, your neighbors, old friends. Every conversation is a gentle workout for your memory. Solve puzzles, play Sudoku, listen to old music, learn a new English word. Small things that keep your mind flexible and alive. And most of all, stay curious. Keep asking questions. Keep learning. Because as long as you're learning, you're still growing. And as long as you're remembering, you're still fully present in your own life. Memory is the mirror of the soul. As long as you can remember, you are still you, whole, rich, and full of light. So if you're sitting here now, reading these words and understanding each sentence, you are already luckier than many. Honor your brain. Don't feel ashamed for forgetting now and then. That's human. What matters most is that you still want to live, still want to remember, still want to connect with the world around you. Sign number 4, a strong heart and healthy lungs, steady breaths, peaceful living. Your heart and your lungs, they never stop working. From the moment you were born until this very second, they've been there, beating, breathing, silently keeping you alive. And maybe that's why we forget how amazing they are, how magical it is, that your heart has kept a steady rhythm for decades, that your lungs still rise and fall, carrying in life, and letting go of what no longer serves you. Have you ever just laid still in the early morning, placed your hand over your chest, and felt your heart beating quietly? Or closed your eyes, taken one deep breath, and felt your chest gently open up, like a window welcoming a new day? That's not just a sign of life. That's proof that something inside you is still whole, still working beautifully. Why are your heart and lungs so important? Because when your heart is strong, blood flows freely to every cell, nourishing, energizing, renewing you. And when your lungs are healthy, you breathe in oxygen and breathe out your worries. Breath is the bridge between body and spirit. Every deep breath is a quiet reminder. I'm alive. I'm here. I still can. So how do we care for our heart and lungs in older age? You don't need to run marathons. You don't need a gym. Just start here. Deep breathing for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning or evening. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6 to 8. That's how you calm your heart and strengthen your lungs. Stretch your chest, shoulders, and upper back each morning. It helps air move freely. Take gentle walks. Each step is a natural massage for your heart. Avoid smoke, heavy pollution, and cooking fumes. Older lungs are more sensitive than you think. See your doctor regularly. Don't wait until you're short of breath or too tired to move. And remember this: a strong heart lets you love. Healthy lungs let you live. And steady breathing is the foundation of peace. You can't fully love without a strong heart. You can't fully experience the moment if you're gasping for air. So when you care for your heart and lungs, you're caring for the deepest part of yourself. And here's something beautiful. Some people at 80 can still climb stairs without stopping. Not because they were lucky, but because they've been kind to their breath. Not rushed, not forced, just steady, just consistent, with care and love. Sign number 5, a safe home environment, the foundation of lasting health. When we were younger, we didn't think much about slippery floors, loose rugs, or dangling cords. But after 60, those small things, they can be the thin line between freedom and a serious fall, between living independently and suddenly becoming dependent. One fall, just one, might seem minor at first, but it could take away your ability to walk. A single object left in the hallway could send you tumbling in the dark. And the heartbreaking truth? Most accidents in older adults happen right at home. That's why tidying up your living space isn't just housework. It's an act of self-love. Every item you organize is a small promise to protect your independence. Every handrail you install is a quiet message. I will take care of myself. A safe home is more than walls and furniture. It's a peaceful place where your heart and mind can truly rest. So what does a safe home look like? A place where you won't trip, slip, or feel cold. A place where lights are bright enough at night, floors are dry, slippers have grip, and everything you need is within easy reach. A place with a soft chair by the window where you can sit, read, or simply watch the clouds pass by. And what about a home that nurtures your soul? A place where you can play an old song and smile. A place with the warm scent of a simple meal, the laughter of grandchildren, and a quiet corner where being alone doesn't mean feeling lonely. A perfect home doesn't have to be big or fancy. It just needs to be cared for with love and kindness, especially love for yourself. A home isn't just a place to live. It's a shelter for your body, a haven for your spirit, and a quiet sanctuary where life continues to bloom. So love your home, just like you're learning to love yourself again. Start small. Clear out what you no longer need. Hang a new curtain. Add a bit of green with a potted plant. Create a space where you can breathe deeply, rest fully, and feel completely at peace. Because when your home feels safe, you sleep better, breathe easier, and live longer. There is no better medicine than the warmth of a safe, gentle home. Sign number 6. Healthy teeth and gums. The root of a strong, vibrant life. We often don't think about our teeth until they hurt. But at some point in life, you begin to realize healthy teeth aren't just about eating well, they're about living fully. When you can still chew on a crisp vegetable, enjoy a small piece of fish, or sip a warm bowl of soup or sweet tea, you're still connected to the simple, quiet joy of being alive. Eating isn't just about fueling the body. Every meal is a gentle ritual, a sacred moment where you nourish yourself, connect with loved ones, and remind your soul, I'm still here. I can still enjoy this life. But what happens when your teeth weaken? You start eating less. Sometimes, just to avoid the discomfort, you begin choosing soft, bland foods that lack nutrition. You may lose interest in food altogether, and before you know it, your weight drops, your energy fades, your immunity weakens. And it doesn't stop there. A single cavity or neglected gums can affect your entire body. Studies show that chronic gum inflammation can increase the risk of heart disease and diabetes, especially in older adults. That's why, whether you still have your natural teeth or use dentures, care for them like you would the roots of a precious old tree. A few gentle reminders. Brush twice a day with a soft bristle brush. Be kind to your gums. Rinse after meals, even small snacks. It keeps your mouth clean and fresh. Visit the dentist every 6 months. Don't wait until pain shows up. Clean your dentures each night. They deserve love too. And if chewing is hard, talk to your doctor or dietitian about soft foods that still pack nutrition. Oatmeal, blended vegetable soups, steamed fish, soft tofu, gentle on the mouth, strong for the body. And each morning, whisper this simple reminder to yourself, as long as I can still enjoy my food, there's still joy in my life. Taking care of your teeth isn't just dental hygiene, it's a form of self-respect. It's how you keep the relationship between you and your body alive. You don't need a perfect smile. You just need teeth, real or not, strong enough to chew, to nourish, to live. Because one healthy tooth may seem small, but it holds the quiet strength to carry a full, meaningful life. Sign number 7. Gentle daily movement, a simple habit that keeps you strong. You know, movement doesn't have to mean running, sweating, or going to the gym. Real movement is any gentle action that wakes up your body, keeps you flexible, and reminds you that you're still alive. Some mornings, it might be as simple as stretching by the window. Other days, it's walking a few laps around the yard. Even things like arranging flowers, washing dishes, or digging in your little garden, they all count. These so-called little things They're actually waking up sleepy muscles, warming up your joints, and keeping you connected to life. Why is gentle movement so valuable as we age? Because the less we move, the faster the body slows down. Muscles shrink, bones weaken, circulation slows, digestion becomes sluggish, and memory begins to fade. But when you move every day, even just a little, you're not just staying healthy. You're protecting your independence. You can dress yourself, use the restroom on your own, cook a meal, step outside and feel the sunshine. And as long as you can do those things, you're still the owner of your own life. Here are some easy but powerful ways to keep moving. Take a short walk around your home or garden each morning. Even 10-15 minutes is enough to wake up your body. Stretch your arms, rotate your wrists and ankles, loosen your back. 2 to 3 times a day. Try gentle yoga or senior movement videos on YouTube. Water your plants, fold laundry, wipe the table. Simple house chores that keep your joints strong and your balance sharp. Do seated exercises. Raise your legs, roll your ankles, or press your palms together. Just a few minutes at a time, regularly. One thing to remember, you don't need to do a lot. You just need to do it often. Even the smallest movements, repeated each day, become a steady flow of energy that keeps your whole body alive. Your body doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be listened to and loved through small, gentle acts of movement. So don't think of exercise as hard work. Think of it as a gift you give yourself each morning. A way to tell your heart, your lungs, your joints, and your spirit, I'm still here. I still want to be healthy, to live with intention, and to grow old, with beauty and strength. Sign number 8. Healthy bowel and bladder control. A quiet sign that your body still works in harmony. There are some things in life we don't think twice about, until they stop working the way they should. The ability to go to the bathroom easily, painlessly, confidently, without embarrassment, without disruption, is one of those everyday blessings we take for granted. It's only when things become difficult, waking up multiple times a night to pee, dealing with constipation for days, or leaking a little when you cough or laugh, that we realize how precious it is just to go like normal. But this isn't just about function. Just take 3 minutes each morning to breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Talk to a friend. Laugh, even once. Let go of what you can't control and bring your focus back to what you can do, here and now. A peaceful heart doesn't just help you stay healthy. It helps you live fully. When your mind is calm, your body starts to heal. When your heart is quiet, sleep comes easier. And when you smile, your immune system smiles with you. Sign number 8. Social connection. The healing power of being seen and heard. I want you to pause for a moment and think about someone you haven't called in weeks, maybe even months. Someone you used to share tea with. Someone you once walked with, laughed with, and now they're just a quiet name in your memory. Have you ever found yourself hesitating to reach out, telling yourself, they're probably busy, or maybe deeper inside, maybe they've forgotten about me too? As we grow older, we tend to withdraw, not because we want to, but because we begin to believe we no longer matter. And that quiet withdrawal is one of the most dangerous things. Science is clear. Older adults who maintain strong social connections, even with just a few close people, live longer, have better mental health, and are less likely to suffer from depression, Alzheimer's, or heart disease. I once treated a woman named Eleanor, 78 years old. Each week she joined a local book club, went grocery shopping with a friend, and made regular phone calls to her kids and grandkids. She told me, Just hearing a familiar voice makes me feel a little younger. Then there was Barbara, same age but very different. She lived alone, hesitant to go out, afraid of being a bother. Little by little, she lost interest in her routines, started sleeping more, eating less, and slowly felt invisible. Have you ever felt that way? Sitting in a quiet afternoon breeze, but feeling like you're slowly fading from the world? If so, I want you to know something. You have never been invisible. Sometimes, all it takes is one small connection, a phone call, a message, a walk, to let the light back in. Connection doesn't have to mean big gatherings. It might just be a simple phone call. Hey, it's been a while. A quiet invite. Would you like to walk with me this week? Or sending an old photo saying, remember this moment? Because the truth is, we live longer not just because our hearts keep beating, but because someone still listens. The relationships you nurture today will become the warm blanket around your soul in the years to come. So don't wait. Call someone. Invite someone. Write a letter. Because when you do, you're not just giving love to someone else, you're adding years and meaning to your own life. And that was the final sign in our journey to understanding longevity after 70. A journey that doesn't begin with pills or machines, but with awareness, small habits, and human connection. Now you know 8 small signs, quiet and easy to overlook, can actually tell a powerful story about your health, your future, and how long and well you might live. From the way you walk, to how you sleep, how you eat, and even how you stay connected to others. These are signals. Soft, subtle, but deeply important. And here's the beautiful part. Most of these signs can be improved, starting today, right from where you are. No one is ever too old to make a change, and no day is ever too late to begin again, with intention, with love, and with hope. It's choosing to keep loving life, even after heartbreak. Choosing to smile, even if the wound is still healing. Choosing to live on, because you still deserve peace. You are the gentle light of your family. You are the one your children and grandchildren look to learn how to live slowly, kindly, and with gratitude. And the more joy you hold in your heart, the more life you give to everyone around you. Sign number 10. The ability to care for yourself. A quiet source of pride in aging. No one really teaches us how to grow old. No one tells us that one day, standing up to put on a shirt or bending down to tie a shoelace might feel like a victory. No one warns us that forgetting your medicine one morning or misplacing a comb in the late afternoon could leave you feeling lost, unsettled. But here you are, still caring for yourself, still handling the little things. And that is not something to take for granted. That is an achievement. Self-care isn't just about tasks. It's a deep expression of love for yourself. You fold your shirt, not just to keep it tidy, but to bring some calm to your day. You wash a bowl, not just to clean it, but to remind yourself, I'm still in rhythm with my life. In that quiet act lies so much dignity. When you refuse to give up, even when your body feels slower. When you patiently learn how to use a phone, remember your medication schedule, or pick your clothes to match the weather. When you tell your children, I've got this, you take care of your own things. In that moment, your eyes don't just hold pride, they hold love. How do we maintain our independence for as long as we can? Accept that rest is okay, but don't quit. Slow down if you must, but keep going. Create a gentle daily routine. 7 a.m. breakfast, 8 a.m. hygiene, 9 a.m. walk, 10 a.m. medicine. Let your schedule become your quiet companion. Allow space to be alone, not to feel lonely, but to reconnect with your own strength and reliability. And most of all, don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Self-care doesn't mean doing everything alone. Sometimes the strongest people are those who know when to lean on others. If you can still wash your face, put on your clothes, and take your medicine each morning, you are living a life full of strength, dignity, and quiet pride. That is the beauty of growing older. Not flashy, not loud, but a steady light that shines from someone still choosing to live for themselves, one gentle day at a time. Dear friend, we've just walked together through 10 gentle signs, small but deeply meaningful signals that your body is still with you, quietly but resiliently. If today you can still walk slowly, pour yourself a warm cup of tea, or take your medicine on your own, you are holding on to something truly admirable. Growing old doesn't need applause. It doesn't need an audience. It only needs this, that each day you still choose to live with intention, that you still feel valuable, even in silence. At Elderly Life World, we believe aging is not the end. It is the chapter of living slower, living deeper, and living truer. And you deserve to live this chapter with peace, freedom, and love. So today, just pick one sign from the list and gently tell yourself, I will care for this part of me, starting today, because I am worth it. If this video touched your heart, leave us a comment below. How many of these 10 signs do you still have? Which one would you like to strengthen? And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Life World for more gentle, healing wisdom on how to live long, live well, and live meaningfully. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a peaceful, steady, and truly meaningful journey of aging.